What's up, y'all? Americans, Americans are fed up with the anti-ICE riders. Yes, riders. What started as a protest, but is no longer a protest. These people are flat out riders, looters, and they're about to pay the price because the everyday Americans who just want to go to work, who want no parts of this nonsense, they're getting fed up with these people and want them arrested and want them charged properly. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, let's get into these videos that I found here on TikTok that shows how much people are just sick and tired of all this nonsense. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into this.
And these people are having their children taken and their parents. What about my kids? I need to get a job.
Look at this.
That's what happens to my kids. I can't help you. But you can if you could just move out the way. We're not going to. How is this a peaceful protest if there's nothing to do? No, it's not. I have a kid. If I
So basically, this woman here is just trying to get her kid to go to. She's trying to go to work and get her kid there. Get her kid. You know what I'm saying? Drop their kid off at school. Just going about their day. And these people are gaslighting her, talking about, oh, this is a peaceful protest. This is it. Yeah, this is in NYC. I'm trying to tell her, like, oh, this is a peaceful protest, man. Like, don't worry, everything's cool. Like, no, it's not. No, it's not. When you're preventing people from getting to work, it's no longer a peaceful protest. I don't know where these people get this shit from. Oh, we're protesting peacefully. We're protesting. No, the fuck y'all not. If you see robbery and looting and all types of goofy ass shit going on in this city, that city, how's that a peaceful protest? It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of these people wanted George Floyd, the summer of love 2020 all over again. Let's go to the next clip.
Only reason why you guys are able to wave another country's flag on U.S. soil is because you live in the United States of America. We're so pissed off about Trump's immigration laws, but yet it was crickets whenever Obama deported 3 million illegal immigrants within his term. Where was the outrage then? But then y'all want to bring up January 6th. Where was the outrage whenever January 6th happened? Let me tell you something, sweetheart. The difference between us and you is that we have a problem with the government. We take it straight to the government. Democrats love to burn down black cities and black-owned businesses whenever they protest. Don't act like y'all didn't do that back in 2020, because I remember. Sitting here supporting another country on U.S. soil whenever y'all are the most privileged individuals who have ever walked this earth is so ridiculous. Y'all want to support Mexico so bad? Go there. And we're not saying that these immigrants cannot come into the United States, but there is a process that they have to go through. So I don't know what burning down cities, blowing up cars, looting small businesses is going to do. It's definitely not going to solve the fact that illegal immigrants should not be in this country illegally. I'm sick of the entitlement. I'm sick of the crying. I'm sick of the, oh, look at me on TikTok burning down. Just shut up.
Yeah, they're really making themselves look bad out there, and she's 100% correct. Everyday Americans, we do not have issues with people who are the immigrants that are here legally. That they have never been a problem. It's always the ones who feel like they want to skip the line and disrespect the immigrants that came here the right way. And immigrants who came here the right way, they're not down for this shit either. They want these assholes gone too. These entitled motherfuckers. It gets much worse than this. And this woman here has been 100% on point. And shout out to her, because them burning and looting, just like Black Lives Matter did in 2020, isn't helping their case at all. I mean, they're just giving Republicans another chance, like the easiest shot at winning in 2028 and beyond. Because let me tell you, with all this digital footprint, with all this nonsense going on, people are not going to forget. Let's go on to the next clip.
For those of you throwing temper tantrums in the streets of LA because of ICE, you do realize that America isn't the only country that deports illegal immigrants, right? Every other country deports illegal immigrants. I think you guys just can't fathom that a president is actually doing what he said he was going to do, because he warned you about this months ago. He actually advised you to figure it out, because if you don't self-deport, he will deport you. These riots aren't happening because ICE is breaking a law. These riots are happening because ICE is enforcing a law. All Trump is saying is, if you want to be here, do it legally. And I still cannot believe that you guys do not know the difference between a legal alien and an illegal immigrant. I would know because I am here legally. I am a legal alien. I have an alien number. I have a social security number. I've been through the system. ICE isn't looking for me. I'm safe. Because I did it legally. That's all he's asking. Also, why do you think that the appropriate response is to light the American flag on fire and spit on the flag of the very country that you are refusing to leave? If it's so bad, get the fuck out of here. We're trying to help you. We're trying to do you.
Yo, another thing. Remember, yeah, like when like this comment right here says, reminder that Obama deported way more people. See, when the Democrats were in power and they deported a lot of illegal aliens, none of this energy existed simply because it was a Democrat in power. They completely ignored that fact. Okay, but since Donald Trump is a Republican, right? All of a sudden, it's a problem. All of a sudden, it's a major problem. Yeah, they want to go crazy and burn the American flag. If you saw that video I made yesterday, well, not yesterday, but the day before, where people were burning the American flag in the streets and waving Mexican flags, Guatemalan flags, flags from Nicaragua, and other countries like that are not that's not the United States. They want to complain so much how bad it is. It's like, but they don't want to leave here. They want to talk about how terrible and unfair it is, but they have no plans of leaving. They want to stay right here because they want to still be here and make that American dollar and not pay any damn taxes. I'm talking about the immigrants that are here illegally, not the legal ones. See, they're already set in stone and they have nothing to worry about for the most part. It's these entitled motherfuckers that think they could just come here all willy-nilly and do whatever the hell they want. Like, nah. Because if you don't want to obey our rules, you got to get the fuck out. Just like if I went to any of their home countries and tried to pull the same shit, I'm American and I'm black, okay? Okay? I couldn't pull this shit in Mexico. Couldn't pull it in Canada. I could not pull this in Colombia, in Brazil, in Argentina. None of that shit. I wouldn't dare try that shit because they would at the best case scenario kick me out. Worst case scenario, lock me up, and I probably won't see trial for years because their justice system in these other countries is nothing like the justice system here in America. Let's go on to the next clip.
Do you know what I'm going to do when I go to LA this Friday? I'm going to get President Trump and MAGA stickers and place them all over the rioters' cars and sit back and watch them destroy each other's cars. Yeah.
I hope he records himself putting that shit on there. That'd be fucking funny, dude. And then just to watch them fuck up each other. It's like, wait a second. This is my car. Oh man. I hope he does that.
In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes.
Senator Biden, yes or no, would you allow the cities to ignore the federal law?
No.
I think we got to have tough conditions. Tell people to come out of the shadows. If they've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked.
Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous.
Well, are they racist for saying that? Are they bigoted? Are they wanting to rip people apart from their families? No. Each one of those were Democrats enforcing immigration law on people who want to come here illegally and have absolutely no business being here. I mean, what else can I tell you? They've completely flipped the script on us. Please. Let's go on to the next one.
So I've been watching these LA riots and these protestings that is going on, and I just want to understand, why are we flying Latin American flags if we're trying to prove to people that we too are American, that we too are just as American as everybody else? Why are you flying that Mexican flag? Why are you waving that Guatemalan flag? Please help me understand. A lot of people have also been saying, oh, well, California used to be part of Mexico. and Mexico took that land from Native Americans. Also, the fact that a lot of Latinos don't want to fly the American flag because they think that it's a colonizer's flag, yet have the audacity to fly a Mexican flag, another colonizer's flag, is so beyond stupid to me. It just shows how ignorant our community is. That Mexican flag was not made by indigenous people. It was made by colonizers as well in 1821. I also really want to know, where was all of this chaotic energy when under the Biden administration they couldn't all of a sudden track down 300,000 children? Where was this energy?
Uh-oh. Is she starting to cook? I think she's cooking. Let's continue.
Where was this energy when it was known that the Biden administration was not even tracking down all of the kids that were being trafficked? Where was this energy? As someone who was born and raised in Guatemala and then came to the United States, it pisses me off how a lot of you Latinos are out here destroying our own communities here in the United States and then making us as Latin Americans look bad. Do you think this is what people want? Do you think people are asking for you to destroy the United States? No. People want you to address what is going on in Latin America. See, all of this stuff is going on. See, a lot of our people are escaping Latin America because the moment we come to the United States, we completely forget about our homeland. We completely forget about the real issues. We don't want to address and, educate ourselves on all the plantations that are in Latin America. But how many Latin Americans love their Starbucks? How many Latin Americans love their Dunkin' Donuts and their McDonald's and all of these stupid things that is literally enslaving our own people? How many? Too many. You know what? Latinos will boycott Coca-Cola, but then we'll turn around and drink Pepsi.
Yo! Hey, she is cooking. Oh my God, man. I remember that Coca-Cola boycott. Holy shit, dude. I remember that shit. Motherfuckers was boycotting that shit. Look, we gotta boycott Coca-Cola now. Da-da-da-da-da. Yep, and then start drinking Pepsi. She ain't lying.
And it also makes me upset that we want to talk about la raza this, while flying that Mexican flag. Well, let me tell you something. What that Mexican government does to other Central Americans, they unalive them, baby. Whenever you cross that Mexican border, guess what? You get unalived if they catch you. I completely understand feeling the pride of wanting to fly our own flags. Of course, do that at home. But also remember, even at home, that you're still in the United States of America. So also fly that American flag. Fly that United States of American flag, baby. Okay? Because you're every part of this society. And for us to continuously turn around and not acknowledge that, come on now, that's not okay. And I've done that in my life, so I completely understand that feeling of wanting to resent a country that has done damage. But you also have to understand that you are part of that damage. You are part of that society that is causing that damage. So don't act like you don't have privilege. Don't act like you're not part of the problem also. Even within this raza aesthetics too, a lot of people don't represent their indigenous country style. They don't represent the Guatemalan indigenous style, the Mexican indigenous style, the Colombian, the Venezuelan, all of these different beautiful countries, but want to represent that flag. Part of the reason why a lot of our people are going through a lot of the things that they're going through is because there's a huge attack on indigenous people, on indigenous land, on indigenous rights.
Hey, she absolutely cooked. At least in my opinion. Because listen, if you're gonna be here, you can't be flying your native country's flag and disrespecting the United States. Because here you can actually have a better life. Here you can actually make good money. because the money back where they're from doesn't go far at all. It equates to maybe $1.50 an hour if we were to put it in USD. They can make their money here and send it back to their home country and help their people out there because the American dollar is still going on very strong, right? But now they just want to come here and act like they're owed something. No one owes you anything here. No one owes you anything here. Like, get the fuck out of here. You don't want to respect our way of living. You don't want to respect our culture here in America. You don't want to respect our laws and things like that. And just do whatever the fuck you want to do and think you can get no consequences with that? Yes. It ain't happening. It absolutely ain't happening. Let's go to the next video.
So they're being paid. Watch this.
I'm going to do this and then I'm going to go make strawberry scones. But when we talked about how this thing that was going on in Los Angeles was paid agitators, this is what I meant. I remember back when the Black Lives Matter riots were happening as well, they had very similar Craigslist ads looking for the toughest badasses in the city of Los Angeles, seeking extremely tough, brave men for a new crew on building. Compensation is $6,500 to $125,000 per week. Get paid every week, no matter what. Physical strength needed, mental toughness, ready for confrontation when necessary. However, we train you if necessary. Bravery, reliability, strength, team discipline. They'd like you to have military experience, but if you're a Marine, then they do not want you in their group because it's apparently a long story. Job title is listed as...
So yeah, I seen a live yesterday where a woman came on and she actually said that there was a Craigslist ad, right? So I was like, dude, I need to go look that up and see if that's true. Well, there it is. They're being paid to cause this kind of chaos. And Shipwreck goes on to, and just for full transparency, she knows that she accidentally read that wrong, okay? The compensation was $6,500 to $12,500 a week, okay? She knows she accidentally said that wrong, okay? She had strawberry scones on the brain. Cut her some slack, okay? But she goes on to list a whole list of donors, a whole list of Democratic donors that are behind this. They're being paid to do this. So Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, you guys need to be following the money. This is not a peaceful protest. This is an all-out freaking riot. And now our tax dollars are having to pay for our National Guard and the Marines and all the people to go in and break this shit up. Follow the money and start putting these people in jail.
Absolutely. Send them all to federal prison as far as I give a shit. Send them all to federal prison. Okay? Because instead of these people doing something more productive with their time, they want to get out here and just fuck shit up and think, nothing's going to happen to us. Psh. Out there in LA, they already sent out the United States Marine Corps to come deal with y'all asses. And I don't think any of y'all want the smoke with those guys. Because I got a buddy of mine who's a former Marine. And he told me earlier today when I asked him about this, he's like, yeah, man, these people do not know. These Marines that they did deploy out there, those people are trained to kill by any means necessary to stop anything that's foreign or domestic that's causing a ruckus here in the United States. So they're not out there to fucking play with these people who think this is all one big game. They could just go out here do whatever. No. And I'm glad this is happening because they're not going to gaslight me into thinking, this is all a peaceful protest. It never was. I mean, if you could you go anywhere on YouTube, anywhere on TikTok, Instagram, and look at raw footage of what's going on. And of course, the mainstream liberal media, they're going to be like, it's peaceful. This is bullshit. It's all fake news. No. You can't tell me these people are acting peaceful. Like, get out of here with that. Let's go to the next one.
I love Mexico. I live, breathe, die. Mexico. Mexico is my home. Viva la Mexico! All right, buddy. Time to go back. We got you a free flight. I'm not going back. You're not going to take me back there? There's like cartel and shit. This here is stolen land. America took this from me. This used to be my great-great-great abuela's land. Okay, well, do you have any proof that it was her land? Or any proof that you're even a citizen? Hey, you guys want to go rob that Apple store? I know.
Yo, shout out to my man Brand Domino Effect, man. Hey, he's spot on with this right here. Like, oh yeah, this is stolen land. Yeah, when you're standing in front of a judge, tell him or her that. And good fucking luck using that as your excuse to stay here. It was stolen land. Like, just stop. Like these people are really dumb. A lot of these people are really fucking dumb. I tell you. Well, let's go to this next one.
Nobody's illegal on stolen land. You weren't native to here. It was stolen land. So totally flood the stolen land with open borders and flood it.
Again, the stolen land argument. The stolen land. It was stolen land. We deserve to be here because it was stolen. Yeah. Okay. Put your hands behind your back. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. Let's look at some of these comments. Conquered, not stolen. It pays to be the winner. California was purchased, not stolen. You poor child, are you okay? There's some help for your condition. Oh, man. Like, the whole stolen land thing, like, motherfuckers need to stop with that. It does not give you the right to be anywhere. Oh, yeah, this is, well, let me go over here to this country. Oh, why are you here? Well, this is stolen land, and I feel like I have a right to be here. Yeah, they're going to kick you the fuck out. That's exactly what's going to happen. They're just going to kick you the fuck out. And rightfully so. And listen, with that being said, thank you for watching my video. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. Make sure you guys click the link in the description below if you want to support me on my other social media platforms, as well as support this channel directly. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.